Hey everybody, MzRockMon here. How are y'all? Hope y'all doing well, getting ready for your new year. This is a video I wanted to make so I can express myself and what I want to leave in 2023. Y'all let me know what y'all think and what y'all want to leave in 2023. The first thing I want to leave in 2023 is this rumor that fathers are better parents than mothers. I think it started off of this one article, but it's been going and going and going. The fact of the matter is, parents are good parents based on who they are. It's not based on gender. It's not based on anything other than the person. There have been no studies conducted that says unequivocally that fathers are better than mothers or that mothers are better than fathers. That's something that the powers that be put out, because guess what? They rather have parents fighting each other than realizing that that family court system, the child support system, all those systems are robbing parents blind and taking their kids. So why not have you guys fighting over something like who's the better parent when they don't even know? Number two, can we please leave this welfare, destroy the black family lie in 2023? That has been going on since 1965, and the only supporting evidence that keeps floating around is that there's more two-parent families, or there were more two-parent families back in the 60s and 50s than there are now. But that's in every demographic. More later, but that's the same thing. You see the same videos, the same shit. Nothing has changed. So can we please leave it? It's not true. Ever since 1965, you still see black families. They introduced the nuclear family structure, but they didn't introduce anything else. So, let's let that go. I mean, there's so many other family structures. There's so much other, other things to talk about to do with black families besides welfare. The third thing, when you talk about mandatory DNA tests at the birth, people say, I wish there was mandatory. They need to make mandatory DNA when the child is born. DNA tests are mandatory. You say, no, you have to get a quarter. No, men, I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you're not. If you don't think that's your baby, take a DNA test. No, you don't need a judge to tell you shit. That baby don't look like me. You swab the baby's mouth. You can go to the corner store where you go pick up your pop or your 40 ounce. Or your blunts, when you go get your spliff, whatever, I don't know. Wherever. Go pick you up a DNA test, swab the baby's mouth, and find out if it's your baby. You don't have to ask anybody's permission. DNA tests are mandatory for you. You don't have to ask anybody, so get that out your head. DNA tests are mandatory for you. If somebody says you have a baby with them, you don't sign anything. Don't do anything. Don't admit to anything. Don't acknowledge anything. Don't do anything till you have a mandatory DNA test for you. Like, share, all that good stuff. 2024, I'm looking forward to it. My book will be out discussing, what do you guys think? I'm gonna let y'all know how this lie is a lie why it's a lie, and how we can start to reshape this narrative, because it's been so damaging for so long. And like I've said in the past, this new book that I'm writing is not so much for the adults, because most adults, we've already made up our minds. We're already, stuck in our ways, and I'm not going back and forth with this discussion or debating about it, because, you know, it's already people going to say no, because the man in the house and the, well, if you, anyway, that's another discussion. But these children deserve to know the history behind this lie and why it is a lie, and to know that their families were not ruined, or their ancestors weren't ruined because their great grandmother put their great grandfather out for some money from the government, or the grandfather abandoned their great grandmother because of some welfare money. It's all nonsense. So let's get into it, because if we don't do this right now, our children are not going to know their history. Happy New Year.